Good morning. Let me do my live check. All good so far. Good. Good morning. It is 11:45 here in London. It's another hot weekend. The cricket still continues to go on in India. My hair still continues to be absolutely crazy, and I must get it cut. But this is hour 1316 in No Man's Sky. My name is Mark. I'm your pilot, and I'm guiding you through the inky blackness of space. Oh, a bit of purple there. No coffee this morning because I've already drunk it. So just good old tap, London tap. And I'm hoping that the streams today are going to be a bit more solid than yesterday's, which was a bit crash heavy. We'll have a quick wander around the mission control room, see who's hanging about. Well, that's Rubin Amel from The Trouble with Lycan, a first lieutenant I've not seen before. And we've got Supervisor of Sosno from Death from Above. Is that? Yeah. Conscript Hidoi. And Conscript Hidoi again. And Conscript Hidoi for a third time. Who's in the corner? Oh, it's Daban. I think we've met Daban before. Let's bring up my spreadsheet. I've still not looked into whether a ship can actually have more than one first lieutenant, because I've definitely got that. And I presume it's possible. Antler Mama. Corporal. Yeah, Corporal Dalanta I've met. He's First Lieutenant of Anathem. Yep, that's good. That's remained consistent. That's Director. Oh, the Director Tagel is just Tagel Lixt or Tage Lixt from Consider Fleaver's First Lieutenant. Nice. It's nice that the First Lieutenant's come aboard. Do a bit of maintenance. Let's see if we can find the crew, where they're at. I'm guessing Isami. Oh, that's a General Hand Yuki. Okay. Are you looking like Isami? No, that's Rosalia. They're all going for the red and black. Sorry, mate, just walking behind you. So Bosch somewhere should be around, and Ismi I've not seen. That's probably Bosch. Yep, he's come back to maintenance technician. Oh, I wonder where Ismi's up to. Can't see any other Korvax in here. I am mildly fascinated that There are 3 Korvax and a Viking in my crew. Anyone back here? There's Orlinski. And there's Isami. Machinist Isami. Where's my crew? General Hand and his machinist now. Cool, okay. That's a good check up on the Antler Mama crew. Hold tight, elite selling crew. Up on the bridge, we've got Netski. No. Ininskov. Bridge. Now, last time we had Navigator Gualain and Navigator Netsk. So they're new. We've got Priest Entity Urgun. She, of course. Research Entity Seloi. And up on the bridge, that's Flight. We've got Operations Entity Reshadi. Who's the real Reshadi? Will the real Reshadi please stand up? Cool. That's fantastic news. Let's go over to the settlements and complete our overseer responsibilities. Where should we start? Well, we'll start with OoadooewField, and it's very loud. That one. It's a bit better. The sound balance seems very different coming through. The doesn't matter. This is all travel set up, so my mutterings about that. Yeah, I'm just, interested to see what I need to do to change if I move around. Now, I think in OoadooewField, I've got 25. Alright, so I've gained a population of 1. We are clearing down the debt, that's very exciting. It's going to take another 3 days at least, yeah, for it to go down to 0, but fabulous day that will be, a great day. So that's our current setup. I will take a picture and make a policy decision. Okay, so our experts are worried about a significant rise in off-grid teleportation among citizens. They find this abhorrent and ask that you may take immediate steps. So, I'll impact happiness, but I'll reduce my maintenance. And unfortunately, I'm probably going to go that way. Or I can make them carry on using it, but it's going to cost us 20,000 units a day. I'm going to ban it. I'm going to ban it. Even though I don't have a problem with off-grid teleportation, I'd probably do it myself as well, depending on what they mean by off-grid teleportation. I'm taking it to mean being able to get to pirate systems. That's the only thing I can think of, as that's considered a bit of a no-no. So And I definitely do that, but that, reducing the maintenance figure is a bit more important than citizens' happiness. Can't believe I'm doing it. I'll make them happier in other ways. Not like that. I don't think like that. Not that I don't think like that, but I don't think I'll be. Well, that's a new character, Settler Vish. How are you? Let's have a chat with Settler Vish. Another patina carapace. Hello, that's Overseer. That word. I believe you are something deserving. Is that deserving? You're a builder like us. And that's, showing a bond. I like that. And he's an inhabitant. Fairly average character. But don't get me wrong. You're the exactly the sort of people you want. That's a survivalist construct Tiga. I'm pretty sure I'd remember if I'd met Tiga. The sound of my shoes. What's that noise? What's that noise? What's that noise? It's the sound of my shoes. Yes, they are Bobé of my contribution to the settlement. Good, thanks. I think that's good. High work ethic. Bit of wire hanging out there, but that's a look. And they're 41% happy. Okay. Pioneer Com. Again, that doesn't ring a bell. Oh no, we've met. We have met. Kjol Fafrus and settlement machinist I held. Okay. Engineer construct Rice. These all seem very new names to me. I'm just gonna have a wander around this building here. Just to make sure. Good old Com. There's not a separate upgrade board for it. I've been kind of thinking that the substantial housing unit is both this building and that building. Well, shouldn't be looking through the building at others. If I go here, I should have to look through the building and not see anything. Yeah, I think it is. It's just I've never seen it. Oh, hello. Pioneer Com, you're right. But they see Tanet in my work. That's good. Thanks. I appreciate that. Again, you're doing a grand job. No, I don't think so. Yeah, again, looking the wrong way. This building, I'm just accepting it's part of this building, the substantial housing unit. They're not actually connected, only through this, which seems tenuous. Well, we spoke to Tiga, Settler Vish. Well, they have indoor stairs. Ooh, fancy indoor staircase. That's what you get with a substantial living space, but no downstairs door here. Am I mad? Is there no actual way to the only way to get out is up? The only way is up, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah. Lottie Dawes we've met, I'm sure. How are you this morning? Working hard? Not hardly working. Am I right? What we have built, yes, but he's also paid for my contribution as well. That's nice. They're very into the sort of rusted look, these guys. Now I'm pretty sure I did try to upgrade the building yesterday, so it should be. Oh, my heat shield is down.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Nice. We still don't have a landing pad. Yeah, another site requires my attention. That is the telltale sign that I need to open something up. Oh, there it is. The palatial unit. And that's upgraded to S-Class. So with one hand I take away happiness, and then another happiness I give. Let's look at production. That needs dirt. Oh, I can do that. Let's do that. Was that settlement machinist? Bill Hyde. I haven't met them. That feels like I've met too many people again. And look, the population has increased to 26. Or was it 26 already? Oh, I can't tell. That's the benefit of watching the VODs later on. Alright, we've got conflict resolution. I believe this is if it's individual conflict resolution between two parties, as opposed to settlement direction, where you have different people wanting the settlement to move in different directions. I think these are different now, because they were very ambiguous before. They were this guy says the other guy did something, but the other guy says the other person did something back, and there's no evidence either way, but one's looking a bit shifty. And you'd have to blame one or the other. We'll skip this. There we go. Let's have a look at the status. So that's going to come out in 11 hours. Let's have a look. What have we got? A merchant, Mineral Scout Hovdorust, is in dispute with a customer. It concerns a crankshaft which exploded shortly after purchase. Well, that sounds like a case of Uberima Fides. However, they insist that they disclose all the details during a comprehensive demonstration. So the text seems very similar to the judgments before. And it does matter if they did, disclose that the crankshaft was a load of rubbish. That's the key bit. So, definitely not exile. I think we'll collect the fine. It would be nice to assign them to sewer duty, but I feel that is too harsh a sentence. But at the same time, acquit and release. And the customer is not disputing that they disclosed all the information. Maybe they are. Maybe that's what the dispute is. Or if the dispute is it broke, and it's whether they're disputing that piece of information. Oh God, why am I thinking about this? I'm going to quit and release. I don't know why you're doing that, mate. Well, it must have been the customer, I suppose. Alright. Everything's very green, which is nice. 115 pop. Definite new name, I think. Guard. Whatever. Guard. No, I haven't met them before. Citizen Joey over there, I definitely have. Mineral Scout. Poyon Grow, I don't think so. Citizen Naka, yes. Geo Crusher Bazong, I think I have. Let's tidy up the palatial unit. I really want to look at industrial units. Right, here. Hydraulics may need dirt. That needs dirt. This needs a type of lure. I presume this one needs dirt as well. So I need to go buying dirt. It's not dirt in No Man's Sky isn't as easy as just digging up the ground. It is a specific resource. I need chlorine for the little buildings. What about the trade terminal? What does the Interstellar Importer need? Oh, I'm alright with that. I can give away some teleport coordinates, I think. Some teleport coordinators? I don't have them. Alright, okay. Well, what are they? Hi, AJ Crusher. Oh yeah, how are you? I'm just walking around looking for a place to sort grade. Oh, thank you, my integrity is strong. Nice. Respects. Again, an average guy, but 69% satisfied. My reputation precedes me. Geocrusher Bazong, full of joy. What a wonderful thing. How are you? Yeah, 85% satisfaction. Danceability. Hi. Love it. Love it. That's resource hunter bog. Yep, we've met. This is already S-class. This is the one I've graded up already. So I have forgotten what this one needs. Oh, teleporter coordinates. All right. Oh, I'm just going to put it back on its pad. Thank you. Is this? I presume this is also chlorine. This is chlorine. At the bar. The bar kind of damages creativity, which is correct. Yeah, see, look, productivity goes down if I upgrade the cocktail lounge, but it keeps the citizens satisfied. I haven't got any descented bottles anyway. They can stick with the A-class cocktail lounge for now. This is a residential unit over here. Luxury home. I could do that with polished stone. Let's do that. Productivity goes up by a bit and citizen happiness goes up. Great. Now, yesterday we were lucky to visit a very pretty planet. But it was only flourishing in NMS terminology, and it's in the same system of a paradise planet. And I was saving that paradise planet. I was looking at the flourishing one, and then we were going to go on to the paradise, but we never did because the game crashed twice. So let's go and check it out. What I might do, just as a bit of a, do I do that? No, I'm not going to do that. It's, the game mechanic is fine with this, the idea of sending off your frigates on expeditions and then moving the capital ship to a new location. The game will go, no, that's fine, don't worry about it, we'll work it out, and they still come back. But I don't like doing it because the immersion is slightly spoiled by that. But what I could do, I tell you what, I will do it just as a proof of my understanding about how expeditions work. Is they follow the player, not the capital ship. So I'm going to send everybody out. Hey Tommy, how you doing? I've seen you've been doing the GTA 5 911 videos. I haven't had a chance to watch them, but they're popping up in my feed, which is great. YouTube algorithm understands that we want to see each other's content. And I really appreciate you popping in. Happy Saturday. Alright, what are we doing? 2-star combat patrol. Who can I send out? I want to send out Tales of Topographic Oceans. Have we got anybody from that? Let's have a look at the first lieutenants. Antler Mama. We've got Airtight Garage, Anathem, Close to the Edge, Phase Dimension. That's the ones. That's the ones. Airtight Garage, Anathem, Close to the Edge, Fearsome Engine, Through the Wonder Drift, that's just space. Sigmata 2 I've not had Sigmata 3, so we can do that. And that's already enough to cover that. If I put in this support vessel, like Doremi for Solity Doe, Well, no extra fuel, but it doesn't reduce the cost to zero. It's a shame, but that'll do. Trade expedition. Without anything, let's put PXR5 in. And can't see the figures because my face over the top. Clartu? I've got privacy already. Ought to be in window? Ought to be in windows, good. I'm hoping by calling them out into expeditions that will make the first lieutenants appear. Voyage of Discovery. That can be. One doesn't have any, so we can back that off on that one. Awaken My Love is a good call. Nursery Crime, any of them is. Stigmata 3 we have. So Heligonia Winter.
Is coming out today.
Nice. You're a busy chap, man. Airtight Garage. We've had. Trick in the Tail we haven't. And then we've got some balance expeditions, which will be. I would send Consider Phlebas out because they definitely need to up their stats, and Newt can go with them for free on fuel, which is even better than normal. And Trouble with Lycan and Palatable. Also no fuel cost. You're right, you didn't just shrug. Good work. Oh, Ness, you're back. With a different navigator back. So they've changed navigators. Does that mean they've changed crew? Buzachep? Is that who we met this morning? Oh, Science Entity Chut, yes. We know them, but they weren't here this morning, I don't think. And this is Ipke. We've definitely got a change of crew. But returning as well. That's Chut. There's she. Where's the chap? That's interesting. Again, I say interesting. Interesting to me. I wanted to prove to myself that these guys are actually associated with the vessel and not the system. And maybe I've proven that. I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's go look at a pre-planet. Let's see, first off, who's on the flight deck. Yesterday I found a new location for NPCs to appear, which is this scissor lift over here in Landing Bay 1. And that's Dutenjar. Yeah.
Go to hell. Might that have fun with your videos?
Thank you, mate. Have a lovely weekend. Thanks for popping in. Specialist Hodgons, Assistant Bijou Junet, Attendant Iraft. It's not Todoin down here, is it? It is Supervisor Todoin. Sounds like Jour. Ask. This is changing my thoughts. Heiling Ildiscost. Manager Yosmi and nobody in the scissor lift. I don't know if I checked. If there's no one in the scissor lift there will be, but I've got them already, haven't I? Yeah, Ira. Yeah, okay, cool. I think it's the big planet very close. This one, yeah, Paradise. Let's have a look at a paradise planet. Okay. Difficult colour scheme for me to call it a paradise planet. It just looks like dried mud, doesn't it? We're having brown grass. Very short. I mean, you could say it's almost golden close up, but some technology modules that we can go harvest. There are 15 life forms. 15 forms of fauna. Something over there, and it looks like it's a bouncer the way it's moving. There we are. Yes, a pineapple bouncer. Hello, you strange freak of evolution. Computer designed evolution though. I can't see any other red dots. Quite stingy. Anything in the sky? The sky's nice, look at that. Definitely know you're on a foreign, an alien world with a sky like that. Alright, let's pick up some technology. Have I picked up you? Alright, okay. And we have, ooh. Glowing balls, flying balls. Are they, I hope they're not the ones that bleed. What's that? Moving away from me. It might be some sort of skimmer, but I can't see it again. There's one right there in the middle of the settlement. What's that? Another bouncer. That's the tree. Let me, there we go. Oh. Getting tangled up in the foliage. Foliage. Thank you. I do love the ones where you don't have to dig anything. Leave no trace. Well, apart from taking the technology out of the ground. Oh, we have another red dot. Very, again, quite kind of close by. I'm going to mark that. Are you coming to the edge? Oh, we've got a rolling ball. There you go. You are a seething, breathing ball of stuff. Kind of reminds me of Annihilation. If you know, you know. If you know, you've been haunted. Nice. Anything this way? And I haven't been keeping track, but I think we've got about 6 or 7 species. There's another one over there. Oh, take it. Another red dot. 30U is just about here. Another. Yeah, that's 8 of 15. There's a skimmer. This has got them all. Nine. I want to come here. You look fascinating. You're a straight globe. Can I adopt you? No, press the wrong buttons. All of the wrong buttons. There we go. Creatures, companion register. I've got 2 spaces unlocked. Where are you going? Well, I'll gently milk. It's weird that you can be milked. Crawl milk. Now, Sternip, come here. Let me improve your well-being by gently patting your beautiful chrome ball surface, giving you a creature palette, and then gently patting you again. And let's try riding. Ooh, this is fun, huh? What a lovely creature. Unlike this. So I don't get reflected in it, but the environment does. I should be heading in some form of direction, aimlessly wandering, helplessly hoping. Yeah, I'll go over there. I need, I think, another 100 or so bits of salvage data. And I'm nowhere close to that. I've got 30 here. $18 there. The salvage data does have a tendency to accrue in the far corner reaches of my suit. Nice. Haven't tidied this up since we did the big exotic spaceship competition. Let's look for another. There's one right by the ship, but any this way? No. Alright, we'll head back to the ship. Which is in that direction. Oh, I'll take the knowledge stone. Where'd you go? A little bit of a dent there. Where are you, Sternum? Can't see you. Got one there. Definitely on the other side of this hill. Nice. I mean, our Paradise Planet is always a pleasant experience to walk around, because you know you're not going to get into trouble. Weather's going to remain pretty pleasant. Sentinels are pretty low key. Four? Yeah, 4. We might as well go for a swim. I haven't looked. Let's have a look at the creature database, but I'm presuming there are underwater creatures. Damn fauna. My fingers are all over the shop. There we go. Discoveries. 9 out of 15. 6 left. And nothing on there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All underwater. Common and uncommon. 1 rare underwater in the south. So ideally we want to be in the south. And we are currently in the north. But we'll go for a swim here and then we can move the ship. Come on. There we go. There's a crab. Two types of, oh no, one type of squid creature. A shrimp. Oh, I bet they taste good. I think I've done three or four underwater here. No, that was right. Just on the wrong screen. There's only one left, and it's going to be the rare underwater, always active, found in the south. So let's head back to the ship. Yeah, I've noticed my air supply is broken. Am I even going the right way? I don't think I am. I thought I was going to
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
towards the
Technology recharge.
ground, which I kind of am, but not necessarily towards my ship. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, the ship is actually in the opposite direction of where I've crawled out from. Let's see if I can find some things to do on the way back here. It's worth remembering that each one of these technology modules contains, I think it's 4. I presume there is going to be some variance in it, but mostly it's 4 bits of salvage data. Watch that count. 2, 3. 3 this time. So it becomes pretty easy. They are quite commonly distributed around the planets. I'm not sure about that on extreme, or things like the terraforming catastrophes might be different. But cold and hot and toxic and radioactive all seem to be pretty evenly distributed. I can't see anything in the way. Is there a knowledge stone? Always happy to learn new words. I did come across a bit of lore. I think on a crashed freighter, so one that's found on the surface of a planet, that people distrust. I can't remember which freighter was. I think Gek, but they had a distrust of knowledge stones, and they were fascinated. This is reading the logs. They were fascinated by the traveller who was travelling with them, about how, without a care in the world, they would touch knowledge stones when they would never even think about it. Oh, it was an interesting little bit of lore. Knowledge stone up there. Good. All right. I'm not even sure about the triggering the transmission tower, as if I need it. I mean, it might be in the south. Yeah, let's do it. Let's save. Over here, automated. The Bilnyaza Oblu radar. Corvax. A Corvax transmission tower. There are Gek on my flight deck. In amongst the warning lights and urgent communications chatter, I can hear a wavelength cipher repeating itself from the transmission tower. Databanks. It's heavily encoded to prevent pirates from tracking its signal and stealing cargo, but with the technology around me and a little intuition, I feel as I could perhaps crack the code sequence. The question is how I should respond to the beacon. We have new math puzzles. So the difference between 17 and 33 feels like it's 16. Because 17 plus 17 would be 34. And the difference between 33 and 65 is 32. So it's the number doubled minus 1. 65 would be 130 minus 1. So 129 would be 258 or 257. Look at my old brain go. Now, in which direction is that crash site? It's in the north. Not ideal. But, you know, it is a... It's a paradise planet, so I can't really complain. It's not far either. Wow. Nothing is rezzed. Maybe if I land, things will appear. Hello? Maybe I'll look up here. What's this, a freighter? Oh, you sent me coordinates to a freighter. Maybe I didn't pick up on that in the text. Well, as I'm here, I thought it was going to be a starship, but it's fine. Let's read the log. Error, unexpected log termination. Not helpful. So let's salvage the bits from the freighter. There's cargo pod number 1. I'm going to try and do this from mostly from memory. Hey, Porridge. One of the cats I'm looking after. We'll start up here. Cardboard. Cargo pod number 2. See, warp hypercore. You can't dismiss that as a. That was the wrong weapon. Cool. So that's 3. 4. I do need to do a at some point a Gofordenib. Did it open? Alright, I got some salvage data. Just 2 though, come on. Cargo bulkhead, which, yeah, useful. I mean, what are you doing holding onto your cargo bulkheads, mate? I wasn't far off. Salvage frigate modules. Get off. Get off. There we go. All done. Ooh, what was that? Did you see that? Is that a biological infestation? Let's quickly go and find this underwater southern living creature. I'm going to go a little bit further. Trying to keep my orientation towards the south. There. Let's go for that. That seems big enough. There's actually a building just across the bay there. Well, I've landed here now, so. Might as well go for a swim from this point and swim over there. Yeah, I'm nicely in the south by 20 degrees. Hey, shrimp. Seen crabbies. Maybe not down here. Well, Malensky, who occasionally watches these videos, who has now got the game, was asking me what's the best way of finding rare underwater. And I'm following my own advice. I'm looking for large bodies of water, travelling to the deep parts, and that will give you a chance for it to appear. And there it is. I've just got to now see it. It looks like a shoal, but I've lost the red dot again. Oh, why did it disappear? That's annoying. It appeared and now it's swam away. Oh, there it is again. Where are you, little one? Doing a very good job of hiding from my scope. I got it. Wow. Let's get it. Let's get above water. Cool. Well, that's all the creatures. So it was this one. Wow, I didn't see him at all. 2.4 meters long as well. I think it might have been underneath the surface. All right, where's my ship? Should we take a picture? Old Man of the Sea style. Let's... Ow! Look forward, please. Thank you. not the most lush pictured, but I do like the balls. See if we can get nice sunset colours. That's pretty nice. I like that. So if I choose not to hide the menu will eventually disappear, leaving the coordinates, and now I can take a screenshot. If I choose to take another picture and choose hide menu, it takes the glyphs away. I mean, it gives you that option. I think I'm going to win the ship to me. Head back to Antler Mama. Go and see what this infestation is. Make a quick note of who's on the landing bays. Shaw, still Shaw, Alfs, and Toy Im. Yep. And we've got Netsk here. Now we've sent the frigates out. They're all out on duty, which is great. I'm going to nip over to my settlements. Before I do, okay, we have a biological investment. I'll start there. I'll start back at OoadooewField. To see if that biological infestation is real. No pending decisions. Settlement debt is going down. Biological infestation, anyone? No? Settler Aldana. I've met before. How are they? Yeah, I mean, still got some cynicism from the autophagy, which is fine. I expect that. Settler Tome, I think I've met them before. So I think the game is doing a pretty good job of tracking the amount of settlers you have and supplying the NPC values to meet that. I don't think it's 1-to-1. I don't think it's actually guaranteed to be 100. But I think right now I've met all the citizens, if not a few more. Dirt, I think. Dirt, yeah, I need to get some dirt. I will nip over to... I haven't upgraded building. Let's see. Stay. Deadlow. I totally agree. Totally agree. More unhappy than happy. That's our goal. So, crystallized helium, dirt, chlorine probably, maybe polished stone, Losidord, crystallized helium 250, yeah, I could do that. Treme, Pioneer, Rockiana. I've gone past my office. So, off to... Nope. Atlantis Crossing. And if we're lucky, there should be a building to open. I can't remember how long the building was required on the unit I chose, but I don't think it was too big. Can't remember. I let the game manage that stuff for me, thanks. You know, I don't need to carry that weight. I'm too busy counting NPCs and trying to learn their names. We've got a policy decision. Fiscal opportunities. Our scientists are worried that by a significant rise in two-way probes amongst citizens, they feel creating new tax would reverse this trend, or if not, then at least the settlement would profit. Yeah, again, I'm going to impact citizen happiness because I'm making up happiness by upgrading the buildings instead. It's not perfect, but yeah, that's going to make them unhappy. That screen doesn't tell me anything about the status, but they're still, I mean, you know, we're almost 3/4 happy. But I do want to work on this ratio. So hopefully they, you know, they go, oh, but they carry on, you know. Alright, okay. It's going to take another hour before that upgrades. Shall we wander about, see if we can meet some new people? Ikion Meng I've met. Not sure about Ikion. Drill Warrior... Gra, yes. Drill Warrior. Igitana. And I grant you that. Have I met you? No, we've met Drill Warrior Kogordoi and Drill Warrior Irongia, but Igitana is definitely new. Nice, nice. And man, he really needs that. Well, they really know how to get out of bed in the morning. Doesn't even say the morning; just says getting out of bed. Meng. God Diang, Scout Dao Shi. Scout Mile. Don't think they're new. I think they're... Yeah, Scout Mile. Hey, thanks, man. Respect Viking as well. Yeah, private supply of nutrition pellets anomaly detector. Right with that? God, Diang. Now Anita does ring a bell. Oh, hater. That's yours. Yours. Oh, yours. And I really do need to get hold of some dirt. Geocrusher Am? Haven't met you before. How you doing? Quantum calculator miscellaneous small paintings. Bit of an art. We have 3 resident artists. Is that too many? That's what I want you to think about it. Sorry I made you feel self-conscious. I brought up a small painting collection. Damn it. Ind, I don't think we've met. Technology merchant Raku's still here. He's over at the trade terminal. Doin. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, they can be because they got knocked down. It's going to be polite enough to me, but. Do you sell dirt? Cobalt. Yeah, no dirt here. Kaiden? Yeah. Well known. Scout Mile. We said we didn't have a chat with him, but alright, dying, good spirits, right, I'm going to try and prove something to me. We are currently in a planet system called Stings. In the Hilbert galaxy. No, they don't seem to be circling around me. Even though I can see my many bases. But maybe it is when they change systems they will follow. I don't know. I'd have to spend a bit more time in here that I am prepared to do. I think I'm going to wrap up. Head over to the space station. Oh, bad landing. Bad landing. Yeah, sorry, have you got dirt? No. Little cogs. Not actual dirt. Let's go back to Antler Mama and call it a day. I was going to move, but yeah, no, I'm happy where I am right now. We'll do some movement in the next stream. Movement. Tashin is Gek. I just found it interesting that this is a Gek system, but when we went down to that transmission tower, that was a Corvex transmission tower, and I associate settlements, not settlements, but buildings on planetary services to be related to the species of the system. So I'd expect it to be a Gek, but that didn't happen. Trying to give the glass a beveled edge to it. It's kind of nice. Just seeing how the light refracts through. It's not consistent because it's not here, but it is right there. What happens there as well? Slight refraction. Alright, yes, that's me done, I think. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Mark and this is Mach Gaming. I try to stream every day, but life finds a way of getting in the way. Playing 2 games at the moment in time. No Man's Sky, which is my perennial favourite, and a game called Chernobylite in the evenings, which I think is fantastic. To me, it seems a bit of a... what's the word? Hidden classic. Classic may be too strong a word, but a good game, well made, well researched, which I really like, based in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, which is a place that's fascinated me. Happened in my lifetime. I was supposed to go to Russia that year and couldn't go to Russia, so I went to Russia the next year. But still, the aftermath. We're still dealing with the aftermath of the Chernobyl power plant explosion, because that power plant is located on the border of Ukraine and Belarus. And as you know, Ukraine is with war with Russia at the moment in time for the Russian attempt to occupy Ukraine. Which, you know, with a little bit of geopolitics going on, is abhorrent. It's an abhorrent thing. It does come down to control eventually. It's still down to a war by proxy to a certain degree. Russia believes that if they allow the Ukraine to join NATO, they could easily end up joining the EU, and he would lose influence on the country which required by Russia so they can get access to the Black Sea and therefore the Mediterranean, and that his oil pipelines, his being Putin, run through that country. So it's a risk to Putin to allow that to happen. So therefore he decided to invade Ukraine. And it's not good. It's not good. I do think we should be doing more as Westernized nations to protect Ukraine's decision. But I'm not in charge. Mongo just pawn in Game of Life. But that's enough of me prattling on about geopolitics, because we could end up talking about Israel and Palestine, and that's just going to make people angry, because it's a horrifying situation. There's a genocide going on. Yeah, free Palestine. Enough. Thank you very much for watching. If you do like what you see, if you can let me know by liking the video or sending me a comment. You can always join the Discord if you want to get to know me a little better, or watch another video. If you really want to stay in contact, subscribe. Go on. Doesn't do any harm. There's also an Instagram where I post up the releases of the videos, as well as a Blue Sky account as well. But yeah, I think that's about it. Until we meet again, please share and enjoy.